Welcome to Attleboro Update. With great local man in need of a kidney receives the gift of life, festivities for the Big Read are in full swing, and partner organization Triborough Youth Theater showed that Attleboro.
Welcome to Attleboro Update, where you can get the latest in what's going on in the Attleboro community. You can watch all of our content by visiting our website, AACS.com, by downloading the AACS mobile app, or if you have a Roku, you can search for the AACS Roku channel. The Massachusetts Secretary of State has sent out applications for mail-in voting to eligible residents. To learn more about the process, we spoke with an Attleboro election commissioner.
I am Henry Riley, election commissioner for the city of Attleboro. Now, the Secretary of State has already sent out the applications to vote by mail. And the deadline for requesting an application, if you're going to register late, is August 29th at 5 p.m. The success of the mail-in voting 2 years ago enabled them to continue it with very few changes. The Secretary of State mails out an application, then the election office sends out a ballot, the voter returns the ballot, and it is then counted. In essence, it's universal voting the way Massachusetts does it. Other states do it a little bit differently, but this is the way Massachusetts does it, in an effort to cut down on fraud. And speaking of fraud, the state automatically selects precincts at random to double check and verify that the results X number of days later is the same as they were on election day. But the thing people should remember on mail-in voting is that, to start with, you can use the post office. And if you drop it in the mailbox, as soon as you get the ballot, then the chances of the mail ballot coming to the election office are 99.9%. But mail-in ballots can be done, in addition to the post office, they can be done with bringing the ballot to the election office, to the drop box at the rear of City Hall, or to City Hall during early voting. Now, the one thing that they cannot do is drop off the ballot on election day at their polling place. That's just no-go, and it's state law, state requirement. Another thing to remember is that for the primary on September 6th, that the ballots have to be received, to be counted, the ballots have to be received by 8 p.m. when the polls close on election day. Early voting will run from August 27th to September 2nd. The 27th, the hours are 1 to 5, and on the 28th, which is a Sunday, it's 10 to 2. And from Monday to Friday, it's 8:30 to 4:30, the hours that City Hall is open. And the reason that we have 4 hours on the weekend days, it's required by the state. However, they require 4 hours, but they let us choose the 4 hours we think would be best. Yeah, the deadline for mail-in ballots, for applying for mail-in ballots, is August 29th, which is a Monday, and that would be at 5 p.m. on that particular day. Well, there's no start date. As soon as they get the ballot, they can send it in. And my recommendation is send it in as soon as possible, or make sure it gets to the election office as soon as possible. And for those who are computer literate, there's a way to track your ballot by following a line on the application card.
The Attleboro Commission on Disabilities will be holding a wheelchair stroll in early September. The stroll will give participants a different perspective on some of the challenges facing those with disabilities and how public areas can be improved. We spoke with one organizer to learn more.
Well, first of all, my name is Albert Richmond. I've been in the area, Attleboro area, about 49 years now. So as we develop everything, we want people to be somewhat conscious of the needs of the disabled. We call it a wheelchair stroll, but we want to raise the consciousness of the public, the community, as well as the politicians as to the type of handicaps that we incur. So we decided to have the wheelchair stroll so we can go around, and ideally it was to invite the politicians, the people that control the city budgets, to go around and point out little things that are small things normally, but are major things if you're handicapped. That was the original idea, but then we decided to invite the community in. Well, the wheelchair event will be September the 17th, with the rain date of September the 24th. They're both Saturdays, and primarily from 11 to 4, 11 to 5. We're still trying to set the structure in terms of the time. We have intentions, and I don't want to say anybody's committed at this point, but we've sent out invitations to the mayor, to the city council. We think they're important to have. We think DPW, the head of DPW should be there, so that we can point out those things specifically, because they would be their responsibility at some point in time to fix them. And we invited any interested parties, the police chief, fire chief, any public service people that would like to be there to help us point out the problem. And we want to make it a celebration too. At this point, what we're planning on doing is having at least 25 wheelchairs so that people can actually experience the wheelchair versus hearing us talk about it or just walking through the city showing you things. We're going to provide at least, hopefully, 25. We're working on that now, and I think we can come up with that number. We're trying to get associated with the Big Read events. We've talked to Amy up at the library and whatnot, and we're going to do some things in conjunction. But the idea is this book is about a handicapped individual that's talking about the identical things that I'm talking to you about now. I mean, so it's timely that she wrote the book. The book applies to what we're doing, and just so happens the library picked this book to do the Big Read on.
Habitat for Humanity is dedicated to helping families in need afford their own home by working alongside them to build their home and to obtain affordable financing. The Old Colony Habitat for Humanity has broken ground on a home build on Pike Avenue, and they're currently taking applications from families. ACS was at the groundbreaking.
I'm Kim Thomas, the CEO of Old Colony Habitat for Humanity, and we're over here at 134 Pike Ave in Attleboro at a half an acre of property that's been donated from a generous anonymous donor. So we have our sponsors with us today, which is Bristol County Savings Bank, our platinum sponsor. We also have our wall raiser sponsors, which is Bluestone Bank and the Community Health Systems Foundation, as well as our foundation sponsors, Harbor One, CVS, Bay Coast Bank, and Plainridge Casino, and many, many other sponsors that are supporting us today, and our Team Build sponsors that are going to come out and help us build the walls of this wonderful Habitat home here in Attleboro. So we're really excited to have about 40 people here turning out for a great event. Our family applications will be going out on September 1st, and we'll be doing a very in-depth family application process. And then every single family, it's a hand up, not a handout, so they have to live or work in the area. And then we actually choose the families that come to the whole process by lottery. So there's one family that we'll choose that'll live in this beautiful home here on Pike Ave. And we're very excited. The trees will start being taken care of tomorrow, and then our build will be happening, and hopefully sometime in December we'll have our home ready. So we're really excited to have our Old Colony Habitat home here in Attleboro after 4 years of not having a build.
So I'm Michelle Roberts, Executive Vice President Chief Marketing and Community Relations Officer at Bristol County Savings Bank. Well, we have a history of partnering with the Old Colony Habitat for Humanity, and when this project came up, we were really excited to jump back in, literally, not only with some financial support, but also our team is raring to go to jump in on the build and get involved. As a local community bank, we place a really high premium on affordable housing. We think it's really important that people have that opportunity, and we've just had such great experience with Old Colony Habitat for Humanity that we really wanted to step up and make sure this project happened.
My name's Tim Travers. I'm the president of the board of directors of Old Colony Habitat for Humanity. So we're building a two-story colonial on this site here in Attleboro. The lot's approximately 1/3 of an acre. The house will be approximately 1,500 square feet with a drive-under garage. So we'll, once we get the foundation in, we'll get the house framed with volunteer labor. Other builders in the community will help us frame the house. Once we get the house tight to the weather, what we do is we have different build days with community organizations such as Bristol County Savings Bank and other partners, and they'll come in, and our partner family will be here as well. And the partner family will put in some sweat equity hours and be a part of building their home throughout the build process. Well, it's been a long time coming. Again, finding land in Attleboro, we were very fortunate, and thank you to our donor who donated the land. I can't thank them enough. The entire organization is extremely excited. We have over 50 volunteer committee members just for this project alone that'll all be, working on various stages of this house. I'm hoping that with good luck, good fortune, and the community support, we'll hopefully have the family in on or about Christmas.
SMARTS, the Southeastern Massachusetts Arts Collaborative, is back for another year. The multi-arts month-long program is held at Brennan Middle School and offers students in grades K through 8 with an opportunity to learn and expand their creativity. We spoke with a representative from the program.
I'm Claire Munley. I'm the visual arts teacher for the SMARTS program this year for 2022. I originally heard from SMARTS, or about SMARTS, when I was looking for a summer position. I originally teach high school, so I was looking for a little bit of a change of pace. We have the dance program. The students learn all about dance. They learn from very simple dances when they're a little bit younger to a little bit more mature and challenging dances as they get older. The arts program ranges from a variety of different materials. We try different things, so we've been doing a lot of painting, drawing, sculpture in the older groups, which is really wonderful. And then the percussion, so you get to learn how to, with rhythms, drums, all about how musical composition things come together. The musical theater, they do a little musical number. We're grant funded most of the time, and they crowdsource their employees, so we have instructors who've been here for 7, 8, 10 years. Developmentally, it's really wonderful to get them socially in, especially after COVID, having to do things virtually and now being in the classrooms and being able to interact again and make stuff together is really a wonderful opportunity. Something that I really love about this program is that every child that is here, every young person that is here wants to be here. I have already asked to come back for next year because I really enjoy the program, and every aspect of this whole program has just been rewarding. It has been exciting. I love all the students, and I can't wait to see them grow, and I can't wait to see what they do in the future. If any parents or families were looking for more opportunities, you can check out the SMARTS webpage. Facebook, Instagram, we're all over social media, and so if there's ever any questions, definitely check out our website.
My name is Cecilia Montgomery. I am in the 7th grade, but I'm going into 8th grade. And at SMARTS, this is just an arts camp, which is at Brennan Middle, and we do a bunch of different things ranging from percussion and art and music and theater and drama and dance. I've been doing this for, I think, over 5 years. My whole life I loved drawing, my whole life I've loved theater. I find so much fun in it, and getting to work in that in the future would literally be a dream of mine. A lot of people who come here have the same interests as me, so it's great to be able to communicate with other people that enjoy the same things as me while also getting to learn new things. I love the teachers. Each time there's a new teacher or there's an old teacher, they can introduce me to new things, or I can get to know a new person, which I love because I'm a big socializer. At the end of the summer, we have this big show where it's all 4 groups, A, B, C, and D. They do a dance number, a small play, maybe a musical number. They do a percussion thing at the end, and it just all morphed together to be this big show that showcases all these lovely talents from kids from like really little to like around my age. If you're definitely thinking about like pursuing the arts or like going to Smarts, I am 100% recommending it because it is one of my favorite summer camps. And my parents or my family will be like, you should try out this one. It's during Smarts though. And I'm like, no, I'm going to Smarts.
That's all for this week's edition of Attleboro Update. From everyone here at AACS, thank you for watching.